Good morning, my dear students. Now, today in this class, I am going to discuss computational thinking. What do you mean by computational thinking? The way by which we are approaching towards any solution, the way by which we are thinking about any solution. This is called the computational thinking. Computational thinking means to break the main work in small sub parts of that work. Let's an example. One example is given here. Aryan, one student, this person is cutting the trees and he wants to just put the large number of trees in that colony as well. Means from one side he is cutting the tree and from another side he wants to put new trees. But this is not possible because both the works are totally different and he is unable to manage both the works simultaneously. So what he is doing, what he is thinking, he is managing his work with the knowledge which he has gained from internet. He studied that how he can manage the work efficiently and how it can be done in a step-by-step small process so that I can manage everything properly in my colony. So what he has done, he learned how to grow the trees, the small trees at home, and he grown many trees at his home, and then after he just implemented that particular trees in that colony. So it is easy. But in the other hand, if he will grow that one tree at the different locations, means he is planting trees in different locations, then it is tough to give water to them and it is tough to maintain the security of the tree also. So what he has done, he simply grown all the trees at his home. He take care of that trees. He given water. He given urea and other things which is needed for the growing of the trees. And then he implemented that particular tree in that area. Now he got the green result in his colony. So whatever we are doing, if we will break it in small sub work, then definitely it will be easy and we can complete it within time also. Now, the computational thinking is a thought process that teaches us how to solve complex real world problems in such a way that a human or a computer can efficiently carry these out. Means computational thinking is a way to break large works in small sub works so that we can manage the real world complexity very easily. So you have to write down in your copy also. Computational thinking is a thought process that teaches us how to solve complex real world problems. That how to solve complex real world problems. Now, it will be helpful in computer also and it will be helpful in any other situation also. Means whatever the work you are doing in your real life or in outside the world, you must take care of your small sub parts which can be done in your main work. So it is very much useful while doing a big task. You should start it with a small task. Now, is it it is a fundamental skill of everyone, not just for computer scientists. Means, as I have said, this is common for all. Everybody should do the work in the same way, so that it can be divided in a small pieces, so that it should be easy. It involves solving problem by following the concepts necessary for computer science, which includes logical reasoning, dividing step-by-step solutions, and designing systems. Means, these things will include the three things. First is step by step solutions. Second is logical reasoning, and the third is designing system. For dividing any work, you should always follow the things. First, step-by-step solutions means how you can solve a big problem. That you have to think. What should be done first? Means, let's an example. If you have to write codes for any software, then without thinking, you can't do this. First, you have to think that from where I have to start, what should be the output, which language is needed, how I can perform, what hardware is needed, how I will deliver this to others. So everything you must know. Then after, you can start the solution step by step. Second is logical reasoning. You must know which should be done first. Your logic should be clear. If you are starting the logic without thinking, means you are coding first without knowing that what should be the output. If you are starting the color implementation without knowing the need of the customer, so this is not good. This will create a problem in your problem solving ideas. Designing system. First you have to design on paper that first what you will do, then how it will come, then second what you will do, then how it will come. Everything should be clear in your documentation. Then after, you can implement it very nicely on in your computer system. Because without doing rough work, you will not be able to solve any problem. You will not be able to give any output to any other person. So you must be clear about your logics. You must be clear about the concern what you are going to make. And according to that particular idea, you have to think about that particular problem, and then you can solve it efficiently. Next is components of computational thinking. Means, the things which we have discussed, means everything should be in step-by-step process, and everything must be designed properly in your copy, and the rough work should be there. So in this first point is analysis. Without analyzing any problem, you can't solve that problem. So computational thinking will give you the first point, analysis. Whatever the problem is there, you have to analyze. Let's an example. I am giving you one work to develop a software. Now how will you develop a software? You have to first analyze that what should be done first. Is it possible with this language or not? Is it possible to type this code on my computer or not? Do I need any other type of machine for solving this problem? Everything should be analyzed first, and then after, you should start implementing that particular work. Without analysis, it will give you the wrong output, and you will be frustrated at the last time. Analysis is the process of understanding the problem and conditions and defining the goals. Means, you have to understand the problem, you have to define the conditions, means in which condition you are going to do this, and you must be clear about your goals. Without your goals, what you want the output, your work is worthless. So you have to take care of all these in analysis phase. Second is decomposition. Decomposition means one software can't be done with the one module only. You have to write different modules and you have to join them all. So your program should be decomposable, means your program should be like that. You should join them all to make a good output. If your program is not ready to combine with each other or with not compatible with any other language, then it will be a big problem for you. So you have to take care of this. Breaking down a large program into the smaller parts which are easier to understand is called decomposition. Means, just we have discussed, you have to break down your program in small parts. After breaking the programs, it should be joined again. So if it is not capable to join again, then it will be a big problem. So you have to think about this. Now the smaller parts can be examined clearly and solved individually. The parts which you have made, the parts which you have breaked, it should be examined properly and it should be analyzed properly, and then after it can be joined together. Now students, I am giving you two questions to solve. Number one, what is computational thinking? And the second is components. Components of computational thinking. Just we have discussed, you go through your book, you go through this class, and then you have to solve these two questions in your fair copy. Thank you students.